Coworker at boyfriend's, 30M. Work wants to sleep with him. He says that if I, 23F, treated him right, she wouldn't want to. This girl at my boyfriend's work, who is the same age as me and exactly his type, has been wanting to sleep with him recently. This all came to a head tonight when I asked if he could remove her from social media. If I'm being honest, we haven't been on the best of terms on recently. We have been having fights monthly and sometimes weekly that have caused him to break up with me, only to take it back the next day. Our fights have started over the past couple months when he started his home buying process and got a significant increase on his income. This has caused a dynamic to shift between us where he could easily support himself fully and doesn't need me to split bills 50-50 anymore. These fights are always over small things, like if I don't speak loud enough, I'm being childish and mumbling when in reality the music or background is really loud and I feel like I'm yelling for him to hear me. I have a soft voice and he has tinnitus in one ear, so it doesn't help. Or if I don't drink enough water according to him, a gallon a day. I'm childish and not taking care of myself and he wants to break up. Another example is if I'm in bed winding down at 7:45 to 8 p.m. because I'm mentally exhausted from my healthcare job and I have to be up at 4:30 the next morning, I'm not wanting to spend time with him, and if I only drank more water, then I wouldn't be tired. If I walk in front of him with him right behind me on a small walkway, going into a packed and very busy Costco, that would start a fight too. If I ask for help deep cleaning and packing on the weekends, because we're in the process of moving out, he says I'm nagging and nothing is good enough since he's buying a house and working overtime. I don't make enough money even though I'm working full time and am in school for him all of a sudden, and he makes comments on what I can and can't afford. He's even started saying things like, go sleep on the couch, I bought the headboard and I want to sleep in the bed I provide for you. Or I can tell you what food you need to eat first since I've started covering groceries so you can afford to pay for the therapy that you so desperately need. Our fights always escalate. It's him yelling and screaming that I'm childish, and he doesn't see a point in our relationship anymore when he's trying to grow, and I'm not. And trying to kick me out of the apartment where we both split rent and have our names on the lease on. Then I'm trying to defend myself, saying that I'm sorry, and I'm confused on why this small scenario is causing this breakup, and I'm not trying to cause issues and be childish. These fights normally end with me admitting I'm wrong and he's justified in his actions. One of our fights ended up with him archiving our posts together on Instagram, and I blocked him on everything since he was breaking up with me again. I was at my wit's end. I was ready to put my 2 weeks notice in and move states back home. At the last minute, he begged me not to put my 2 weeks in and wanted to work things out. Ever since this fight, he has been bringing up this coworker who wants to sleep with him, and apparently she has been messaging him things like, you really think she's prettier than me? That's funny, I'm way prettier, and is asking him to rent a room in his house. They also became friends on all social media platforms during this fight. He has been upfront about all of this, and I'm not the one to be insecure about his female friends. It's just the timing of all of this that I find incredibly suspicious. I can't seem to get this coworker out of my head, as he stated that other people at his work have noticed that she wants to sleep with him, and according to him, he doesn't understand why, as he doesn't show her attention and isn't interested in throwing 4 years away over a girl who has slept with the entire office. I brought it up to him, crying, saying I'm overthinking, and I feel incredibly insecure over this girl, given the state of our relationship and the timing of the whole ordeal. He keeps saying I'm overthinking and being weak, insecure, and letting her win because she's getting exactly what she wants. Today I brought it up again, and he lost it and was like, well, then I'll just remove her and make myself uncomfortable at work because you can't get over yourself. You know, if you had been acting right these past couple of months, she wouldn't have seen how drained I was and started trying to get into my pants. But I'll remove her and let her win because she lives rent-free in your head. He ended up deactivating his Facebook and removing her off of Instagram. He also said that I ruined his entire day and is ruining his birthday, which is tomorrow. I just feel like I'm causing this to be an issue, and I'm being childish over this situation and making it a bigger deal than it is. I probably shouldn't have brought it up today since his birthday is tomorrow, and I'm not wanting to ruin anything. I just don't see the big deal in him removing a girl that is trying to sleep with him and has been messaging him things that are disrespectful. He says that I have no trust in him, and it's insulting. I'm trying to trust him, but with everything that's been going on with us as of late, I feel like he's keeping her as a placeholder if we do end up breaking up. Am I making this a bigger deal than it is? Should I just get over this and realize it isn't an issue at all? Your thoughts and advice are more than welcome.